guys, what's up? Welcome back to the show. This is your host, Sam, and today is going to be a solo episode with me, but it is also going to be short and sweet because I wanted to use my platform to make an announcement. After this episode, we are going to be changing the name of the podcast, and I am changing my public persona name. If you have been following along my journey for a while, you know that last December I got married, and so I am going to be taking my husband's last name, and I'm going to be reclaiming my first full name, which is Samantha. So moving forward, this show will be with Samantha Warren. I wanted to just record a podcast because I figured this is the easiest way to make this announcement, and it will definitely show up in your Apple Podcast or your Spotify, wherever you listen. It will show up with Samantha Warren instead of Sam Altieri. I will be doing a full episode on identity shifts with your name and the significance that your name has, especially with your personal brand and how you identify with it. I have changed my podcast name multiple times, and I have also changed my social media names multiple times as I have evolved. But Samantha Warren really does feel like the embodiment of the leadership that I am here to lead. And so I'm really excited about that. The other announcement is that this show and the umbrella company under which I'm doing everything is going to be called High Frequency Leadership. I'm actually just wrapping up the trademark process for it, and we have created a whole method. I just did a keynote on the method, and so it was really exciting to kind of do that behind the scenes. And I will be sharing bits and pieces with you guys, but I just wanted to make that announcement. So when you see the podcast cover art, you will see it has a new name, which will be High Frequency Leadership, and it will also say with Samantha Warren. I think that when we go through an iteration and a change in our life, it's easy to just like have all this behind the scenes, like, oh my God, am I gonna change it? Am I not? I'm not really sure. And then once you do it, it's almost like you've spent that last whatever, however many days or weeks or months even, reclaiming that name or changing the name. But I wanted to just make that formal announcement so that when you do open your podcast and you're like, where's Sam's show? You know where it is. Now, you can still call me Sam, I guess. No, you can. But I do feel like there's a significance in me stepping into this new name. And I'm really excited to take the direction of my brand, my business, the company, the mission, the vision into high frequency leadership. And for me, high frequency leadership is really leading with truth and leading with authentic power and embodied power. And I am going to do a separate episode, maybe the one after this will be on the misuse of money and power that I have seen in the industry that just doesn't sit right with me. And I'm here to lead something different. I'm here to disrupt the industry. I'm here to be an innovator in the industry. And I'm really here to speak truth. And sometimes that truth is not the prettiest. Sometimes that truth is really raw and really vulnerable. And it also might be activating or triggering or whatever other word you want to use, but it's not always pretty. The truth is often messy. The truth is often behind the curtain for a reason. And I'm really here to bring that to light. So we will be talking about that. We will be talking about growing your brand and really becoming a voice. If you desire to have a podcast or grow your podcast, I will be talking more about that as well. But really, the show is here to liberate you. It's here to help you express and live and lead and operate in your fullest truth, because that is actually how you grow your brand. And whether you have a business or you don't, we all have brands. We all have personal brands. We can see this from the man and the woman that were at the Coldplay concert. And both of those people had personal brands, which then blew up from Coldplay shouting them out and saying, oh yeah, either they're shy on camera or they're having an affair. And they just so happened to be having an affair. Now, we all have a reputation. We all have a personal brand. And so I will be talking more about that. And I will be talking about a lot more of the spiritual side. I've come out of the spiritual closet, I feel like 5 times, but really just owning, you guys know I'm a psychic channel, and just speaking more about how to strengthen your channel, how to open up and develop your spiritual gifts, how to really lead and not be afraid of being too woo or too weird or too whatever. And just honestly owning who you are and being authentic, because that in itself that is the magnet for all the business, all the success, all the opportunities. Authenticity really is currency, especially in a like situation right now that we are in with AI. It's so real. We just like are craving the realness and the connection and the rawness and the vulnerability and the truth. And I think we are all starting as a collective to feel that, to feel what truth feels like in our body. And then to also feel, oh, this person really isn't who they say they are, or whatever. We feel this incoherence or this inconsistency in what they're saying and actually who they are. So I just want you to tune into that. Authenticity really is currency. Your frequency truly is where you attract everything in your life from. And we will be talking about jumping timelines. I feel like I've jumped 10 timelines in the past few months. And I will be reverse engineering the process and teaching you also how to do that, how to break free of scarcity consciousness, how to break free of money stuff, how to break free of repressing yourself, repressing your voice. So this show is going to be full of actionable takeaways and just all of the things I wish that I knew on my journey to my fullest evolution, my fullest ascension, my fullest impact, my fullest power. And I will be forever on that journey, and I will be sharing the behind the scenes of those like situations that happen, because it's not going to be all cute, love, and light. Of course, there's the journey, and it's beautiful, the full spectrum of emotions. So I just wanted to make this announcement, let you know that your podcast app will show a new cover art, a new name, and a new title. And so it might throw you off. So search High Frequency Leadership. And what I would super appreciate is if you have, I'm sure you have, other women or men in your life who want to up level and who know they're here to lead and know that what they are building is likely never done before. They're trailblazing, they're disrupting, they're creating something, and they are not here to settle. Send them my podcast. This podcast is literally going to change your life, their life, and the goal is to grow this so freaking big. And I will do it. I will do it. And I will do it with your help. And I know that. And so I'm really excited to just step more into that and teach more and really embody my thought leadership even more. So yeah, that's the announcement. I'm so excited that you're still here. I'm so excited that you're listening or watching on YouTube or Apple or Spotify, wherever you're consuming this content. And again, send it to a bestie. You're like, oh my God, we are leveling up. And you know my style. I am very direct, but I just think it's the best way to be. I do not like beating around the bush. I don't like the fluff. And I'm also a channel. And as a psychic, when you're channeling, I'm channeling information from source consciousness, source energy. And I don't get to control what comes out of my mouth, if that makes sense. Like, it's almost like my goal, my job actually, my only job is to be as clear as possible and to be a clear vessel for the information that wants to come through me, right? And not everyone will resonate with me or this show, and that's okay, because there's plenty of spiritual teachers and people that have voices to share. So I'm just so grateful if my voice does resonate with you and it does activate you and it does light a fire for you. And I will be sharing a few motivational rants here and there, but I'm really hoping to do a lot more in-person stuff here in Colorado, workshops, and events. So if you are in Colorado, definitely get in touch. And if you're not, then definitely stay plugged into the podcast, stay plugged into YouTube, and please be sure to come to one of my upcoming events, retreats, workshops, any of that. So yeah, I feel like that's complete. I just wanted to give you a heads up. I love giving you all notice of like, hey, this is changing. And yeah, I will be going kind of like behind the scenes of like the thought process and the rebrand process. I think that if you think that that would be fascinating, just comment in the comment section. Whether you're on YouTube or listening on Spotify, you can leave comments. Just let me know if you want to see or hear about the behind the scenes of deciding to change my name, change the brand, and kind of why I just trademarked this, why I'm going through this process. I feel like that stuff's like really never talked about, and I want to be as transparent as possible in the process while showing you what is possible when you truly listen to source, truly. I got this whole entire brand, business name, umbrella of the company channeled to me on a trail run in nature. And you all know how I feel about nature. It's the most abundant, it's the most luxury, it's the most rich and alive place that you can be. I don't create anything behind my computer except podcasts. Everything I create is outside. And it's funny because our house is literally like in a rock. It's built in a rock. So one side is a view of the mountains, and one side I'm like looking at the rocks. And so I really am in nature, though I am inside. So I really do feel like that connection to nature really does help me stay super clear, and be able to channel messages for you and the collective of what's to come, what's going on, and also how to navigate the evolution, both personally and in your brand and business if you're building one. Okay. So I love you. Thank you for being here. And be sure to share this with a friend. Be sure to comment below if this is exciting to you and you want to know more of the behind the scenes of brand building and how I decided the name and how I think about it, the structure of it. If you're looking for more clarity on your brand, I would absolutely love to help you and get and really just create more content on this. So, okay, I think that's all. I love you. Thanks for being here. And until next week's episode, I'll see you soon.